Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the C Kappa Kappa Pride Invitational. We've got Arcanys versus Fnatic, game number 3, baby. The ace match. Let's see who's going to take this whole sack of marbles. It's been a rocky series on both sides of the coin. Some ups and some downs. Let's see who's going to have the ultimate up here coming into game number 3. Game 1, I meant to say pick number 1. It's the Earth Spirit coming up for Fnatic. Now, we are going to see a little change of pace here. A new guy we haven't seen yet in this 3-game series, and that's the Bat Rider. He's going to be picked up alongside old Svenny there for Arcanys this time. It was Fnatic that played Sven in the last game. And we did see some pretty successful Earth Spiriting earlier on in this series. Fnatic will kind of stick to their roots here. And now they're going to go the other side of the coin. They pick up the Darkseer. This is exactly what Arcanys did to them in the last match. And we saw the amount of pressure that Darkseer put on the Sven. I mean, hello, right? Were you even watching that game? Sven couldn't do anything. Drunk don't do shit. Darkseer just ran him down, put the pressure on, and Sven really he didn't have fun that game. He just wanted to go sit in the jungle, farm some creeps, and Darkseer was like, "It's not happening, man. It's not happening." See this beard? This beard does not let you farm. I'm excited to see the Bat Rider, though. Always a fun hero to watch. Arcanys have been drafting really greedy recently, in the games that we've seen at least. And I'd like to see them pick something here that doesn't completely take over the jungle and instead grab some supports that can stack up and then get the Bat Rider a turbo farm Blink Dagger. And by turbo farm, I mean get him 3 or 4, 5, 6 stacks in the jungle, let him come over, kill him with his sticky, stacky Firefly, and boom, you got it, man. That's some farming. You got a Blink Dagger in a nice, timely manner, and it takes some pressure off the Bat Rider to have a good time in the lane.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Well, third banning phase. What are we looking at here? Spectre and the Witch Doctor taken out. Chen still in the pool, but it was such a backfire for Fnatic last game. I'm wondering if it even gets picked up here.
Remaining.
Or banned out.
5 seconds
I'm not
remaining.
sure if it's a tool in the arsenal of Arcanys.
Reserve time.
Arcanys do have a lot of disable already, though. Lasso, Stormhammer alone. Pretty good combo. Boy, they are thinking about these third bans, though.
I should have seen that one coming.
Dire team ban.
Oracle. Man. I don't think we've seen Oracle played much this tournament. We've seen a lot of Oracle bans, and by a lot, I mean a handful. Kind of in these scenarios, like Game 3, sort of like, all right, don't want to mess with the Oracle. They haven't played it yet, but you never know. This could be the game. I think it's a hero that's a little bit forgotten about in this region, similar to the Earth Spirit. I mean, Fnatic have been playing it, but we've definitely seen a number of games where the Earth Spirit is just kind of ignored, just kind of left alone. Nobody's really thinking about picking him or playing him. And I think some of that is just because he has such a high skill cap. And he's one of those heroes that if you can't really play him masterfully, if you can't get close to that cap, he very quickly becomes a liability. Even though he's often regarded as kind of broken and his damage output might be a bit high at certain peaks in the game, he definitely has some drawbacks in terms of scalability and stuff like that. Arcanys, man, they greed it up. They do the exact opposite of what I wanted to see with that Bat Rider, man. They take the Enigma, the big blue guy. He's going to be working that Event Horizon, farming up the jungle, getting all that yummy farm. And again, if they can get away with this lineup of heroes, this is fabulous. 3 greedy heroes that all scale very well, farm very quickly, very effectively, but easier said than done. And one of the issues with the hero like Enigma is you know exactly what he's going to do. And the trade-off for this hero is, sure, he might be the fastest jungler in terms of farming pace if left unchecked with using those Eidolons. He doesn't really pose that much of a threat early on either, especially before Black Hole. Like, yeah, sure, Midnight Pulse is annoying. A Malefice rotation could set up a kill, but all things considered, he ain't no vengeful spirit, right? He's not going to be that roaming support that's constantly pressuring mid. He's not going to be like a bounty hunter or something. And conversely, if you win lanes against them, often what teams will do is, oh man, this off lane's way harder than we thought. Well, let's rotate a support down. Venge, you're on the case. Send her down, support it, turn the lane around. With Enigma, you don't have that. You kind of have these rigid lanes that are not really adaptable. And sometimes that can be a big bottleneck, and your laning stage can just kind of fall apart. Some of the reason why you don't see Enigma picked up that early very commonly, because it's kind of telling of what you want to do with your strategy. Like, I think if Fnatic wanted to go, I mean, they don't even need to do an aggro tri-lane here to pressure the Sven, but they could do something like an aggro tri-lane, knowing that Arcanys will have, at best, 2 heroes up there. Now Arcanys take the silencer. Okay. So, potential deny pick, of course. Great to have against the Enigma. I'm very curious if this is going to be a core silencer or a support silencer. Hmm.
10 seconds.
Well,
remaining.
definitely some good late game prowess. Their team fight is pretty damn strong when they have the cooldowns, but there you go. Fnatic with the exact right idea, and I think that is the bottleneck of this Arcanys draft. You've got a 130-second cooldown in global. You've got a 160-second at level 3 cooldown on Black Hole. Only an 80-second on God's Strength, and, you know, around 80, 90, 75 on Lasso.
5 seconds.
So sure, the Sven and Batrider can fight a lot more, but Black Hole Global, basically any time both of those spells are on cooldown, if I'm Fnatic, I'm thinking, hey, let's pick a fight. Let's go for Roche. Let's use our Venge. Let's go for a pickup. I mean, you can do basically whatever you want when you know those 2 big abilities are down. Now, of course, the flip side of that is if Arcanys gets a good team fight, they use all their ultimates perfectly, they can wipe Fnatic. And I think that the team fight for Arcanys is definitely stronger, but their ease of execution is way harder to make all of that come to light or fall into line at the same place. If their Batrider is really on point, it can be devastating. Just control the game with Lasso. Whenever you have global, pop it right away. Venge can't do anything to swap to break the tether. Can't really disengage it. But I like the idea of Slark. A very mobile carry that likes to fight. One that is not cooldown based. Slark is always good to go for the most part. 60 seconds on Shadow Dance, but that little fish is doing backflips all over the place.
Turn to ban.
Great hero to have against the Batrider, and pretty good for just picking on the silencer. Death Prophet now, the final ban from Arcanys. It could have been a good pick for Fnatic to round things out. Some good AoE kind of death ball team fight. Somebody that does a lot of damage even through silence, through Black Hole, or Lasso for that matter, as long as the DP can survive.
Reserve time.
I like the thought process behind that ban for sure. Though, again, I don't think Fnatic want to take something that is so cooldown reliant. I'm trying to think of good mid options for them here. Kind of refreshing to see the Invoker banned out, though. I'm not going to lie. Puck now the final ban from Fnatic. That would have been a great 5th pick here for Arcanys. Like that ban a lot, too. Silencer and Puck. A lot of silence to deal with. And a lot of just control as well. Everybody having some form of control. I was going to say everyone with the crowd control. Silencer just has a silence, but a lot of really scary team fight there.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I wonder if Arcanys think about like a Queen of Pain.
Reserve time.
Somebody that can play the kind of semi-carry role pretty effectively. I mean, it could still be that core silencer. But, okay, they take a Zoo. So, sort of similar flavor to the Quap. Of course, no slow, not that same kind of control, but a nice bursty mid laner. Somebody that can really contribute to the team fight. And, well, without much of hesitation at all, Fnatic say, we're going with the Pugna. Okay. A really interesting draft from Fnatic. I think you look at this Arcanys draft and think, oh, yeah, there's some potential there. And there certainly is. if they can get all this to work together, they have one scary 5-man lineup that kind of does it all. Big magic damage, big physical damage, great control, silence, huge team fight ultis, and just damage across the board. Initiation power with the Bat Rider, they all scale pretty well. But like I said, easier said than done. They have ultimate cooldowns that are abusable by Fnatic if they can get on that kind of the proper rotation, fighting with the Slark and the Pugna. Now, this will be a core Pugna picked up by mid one here. Very curious to see what build he goes for. You don't get to see core Pugna that often. Aghanim Scepter can be really powerful. Necronomicon, also quite powerful. Atos, a pretty good item on Pugna. You don't always need that slow, but does give him some really good stats, and he is pretty squishy. Also just going for that like arcane mech. Not a bad way to play him if you want him to kind of be that driving force behind the death ball. Also a really great game for Netherward. Some pretty big mana spells on this Dire side, especially a hero like Zeus. That thing is so irritating to deal with. Smoke here from Fnatic into the enemy jungle at level 1. Hoping for a first blood skirmish, but not going to find it.
30 seconds to battle.
Arcanys will sniff it out, and they'll just kind of back up here. Fnatic going to rotate in and block a couple camps as well. Sentry down for this one. And just an observer on the high ground of that entryway into the jungle. Maybe hoping to force an overreaction or something from the Enigma. Get him to rotate into the enemy jungle, perhaps. Net maybe looking for a bounty rune here, and he may still go for it. Pardon me, Pounce connects on a Tiger Lily. And this is the fight that Fnatic were hoping for. They get both bounty runes. And it seems that skirmish was enough to distract Arcanys. The Darkseer and the Earth Spirit both rewarded. Yeah, Fnatic should be pretty happy with that one. And again, Arcanys do this kind of funky play around the runes where they don't really commit to either and just hand it over to Fnatic. They did see this ward come down, though, and by they, I do mean Fnatic. Pinging it out like crazy, and yep, DJ will go ahead and Sentry Tango that bad boy. Nicely done. And some vision advantage going the way of Fnatic in this laning stage. Ohio getting poked on a little bit, and DJ actually comes running in. They're going to try to pick on this silencer. Darkseer is level 2. Gives DJ an Ion Shell and a Surge. And they'll at the very least just soften him up. So Enigma gets a Sentry Ward down. Does find this one. Unblocks the camp just in time. And the Ogres actually do spawn. Very nice. Win for him. But now back up top. Oops, sorry. Dive on the tower. Mackenzie. Nothing he can do here. This poor silencer. Only level 1. That kind of Shadow Fiend effect. Just no mobility. Nowhere to go. Darkseer is going to be able to run him down, and this should be your first blood. Oh, yeah. They knock off the salve. Well played by DJ. He's the one that gets credit for the kill, and they might get BNG here as well. They get the Sven. It's a double. This Ion Shell doing so much work, and now Boombox getting kind of low. DJ not going to press his luck. Happy with 2 kills. Does not want to dive this, but even this pressure on the Enigma is helpful. Forcing him to rotate. Slowing down his farm a little bit. And if they get a kill on him, I mean, that's just money in the bank. So, pretty close to the dream start for Fnatic here, I think. Both bounty runes, a double kill for the first blood in your off lane, no less, on the enemy safe lane carry. Zeus, as we were watching that, gets dominated mid by the Pugna. 2 last hits compared to the 9 of mid one. He has to walk back to the base and TP in. Crippling for the Zeus. He's only level 1. Pugna almost level 4. What the hell happened here? I'm going to stay stationed here in this mid lane, but my God. One of the most one-sided first 2 minutes of a mid lane I think we've seen in this tournament so far. Rotation down bottom onto Tiger Lily. 3-4-3, the one that might pay for it, but Sark connects with a pounce. Easy kill. Make it 3-0 as Net gets another one up on the scoreboard. Now back up top. BNG dove by DJ. He pops the war cry. But what difference will it make here? Ion Shell just ticking him down. Ohio surges him up. And now DJ's going to chase him down. Healing Sal buys him a little bit of time. And now DJ has to turn tail and run as Enigma rotates over. But again, it's 3-on-2. Slowing this Enigma down is a minor win here for Fnatic. Is Goldgraph already getting out of control. About 3K net worth, 2K experience, the lead for Fnatic in only the first 3.5 minutes of gameplay. Batrider, level 2, one last hit, absolutely starved out here. Sven, the only one farming pretty well, and he's just barely keeping pace. About half of the Slark right now. I guess Enigma's the only one that's really farming well, but as a jungler, it's a slightly skewed metric there, halfway through 4. Not too far behind, but he is about a full level behind that of the Pugna, so definitely not the ideal mark here for an Enigma. Tiger Lily down bottom. Sticky starting to stack up, but Venge with the perfectly timed stun gets the bounty, and now they just go right in on him. DJ joins the party, and I think Tiger Lily is in a lot of trouble here. Maybe he can get a deny at the Ancients. Has the Firefly in 1 second. They need another auto attack, and they can't get it. The Batrider just barely gets away by the skin of his teeth. It's a close call indeed, and they're not done yet. They may still try to go for it. Nope, they just get a ward down deep in enemy territory. They know the Batrider is going to have to use this camp to recover. It's already a triple stack, and now they get intel. Play hard mid. Big damage from mid one. DJ comes flying in, and this should be an easy pick on the Zeus. Magic Missile to follow up, and Pugna rewarded with a kill. 4-0. Fnatic pull further into the lead. Dark's here. Almost dies up in the top lane, but does survive on about 50 HP. See Fnatic pinging this out here. They want to deal with this stack. They want to just steal it from the Batrider. Might be able to position themselves to wait until the Bat goes for it and get a kill as well as steal the stack. Or they could just go for it. Either are good. Mid lane. Zeus respawns. They go right back for him again. Remnant hiding nearby here. As DJ looks for the opening to kind of jump into the lane. And this Zeus, so underfarmed. About half the farm of the Pugna. Well, things slowing down a little bit here. Fnatic support still trying to stay aggressive on mid. I think right now the mindset is, hey guys, this Zeus is down. It's a hero that we can pick on that's not very mobile. He relies on that momentum. Let's keep the pressure on. Meanwhile, up top, Ohio gets stunned up, gets off a surge, and this one might actually yield a kill. A few more stray auto attacks chasing him down. Arcane Curse, is it enough? And it is. He refreshes it, and at the end, does finish him off. Play hard. Oh man, he gets denied another rune. And this one probably would have kept him alive. It's a haste. Venge is on the high ground. She's got a magic missile. And this Zeus is kaput again. They don't even need the missile. This is brutal. Now Batrider could be the next target. DJ low on mana, but comes cruising on in. Net connects with a pounce. Tiger Lily way too far forward. Magic missile not even needed. DJ gets credit for the kill. 6-1 as Fnatic just keep racking them up across the map. Line them up and knock them down. Brilliantly done.
Middle tower is under attack.
Folks, this lead is getting staggering. Up to 5K net worth, 4K experience. We're only 7 minutes into this match. It's been a back and forth series, but I mean, this is the dream game 3 for Fnatic. Slark number 1 on net worth. Pugna not far behind, and Slark's gone for the Midas. Net's been in pretty much free farm heaven, and when you're this far ahead, the Midas is kind of a why not type scenario. 3 sacks of Sticky up. They're going to find Mackenzie out. They're going to get a free kill on the Silencer. Batrider trying to kill these creeps as quickly as he can. At the very least, they're going to steal some experience here, and they should be able to get a couple of the last hits, but no, down bottom. It's Boombox that gets initiated on. They're going to try to go for the kill there. I think Pugna sniped maybe 1 or 2 of the last hits. Slark will Dark Pact, or pardon me, Shadow Dance. They're going to try to make it out. Black Hole gets canceled right away, and Boombox gets turned on. Oh, boy, the disaster continues here for Arcanys. 3-4-3 on the run. Might actually die to this. The Arcane Curse doing some good damage, and they will get him. Zeus has 1 more Zap of Lightning, and that finds the kill. But that was only 4 heroes of Fnatic. They trade 1 for 1, intercept the Batrider's farm, and all the while Ohio's just up top. Pushing down towers, picking up farm. Continuing to open up the map even more.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And again, this is kind of what we talked about in the draft. You look at that Arcanys lineup and think about the potential on paper and just go, wow, that's scary. But they just don't have that lane presence. Enigma is so transparent in that laning stage with what you want to do. Nice little snipe there from DJ. And how little flexibility you have. Fnatic was able to just run over them with these rotating supports. The Vengeant Earth Spirit got pretty much everything they wanted out of this early game. And it's not just the Zeus that's struggling. I mean, him and Sven are pretty much on even footing. Him, Sven, and the Enigma. All of them are equally underfarmed here. They nearly doubled by the Slark. The position 1 for Fnatic has twice the farm of the 2 leading farmers on the side of Arcanys. Those little stats are the ones that keep you up at night. Batrider putting some pressure on here, but not level 6. No lasso. And no stick, limited mana. Not too much kill power. Here we go up top. Dive onto BNG. Ohio goes surging in, but 343 is there with a magic missile stun. They get the tower. Pugna gets credit for that. Short level vacuum pulls BNG back. A little bit of the sucky there from mid 1. And they should be able to grab this kill with another ion shell, and they do. Ohio gets credit for that one. Now back to the mid. DJ and play hard. They're going at it, but DJ, he's ready to find a solo kill here. He drops the magnetize. Easy kill on the Zeus. 10-2. Fnatic pull further ahead. And now this Earth Spirit kind of starting to transition from support to core in some regards. That net worth is cruising on up. Number 4 overall. Arcane Boots earned now. Net with 1,500 gold after his Midas, so his farm's still continuing to look quite impressive. And one good thing for Arcanys is they'll soon at least have all of their ultimates, so they can start to come online a little bit more, maybe find these team fights. The Global is a pretty big tool that they've not had at their disposal yet. Venge, not yet level 6. No swap potential here on the high ground. They will win this Sentry War for this one camp that Batrider can farm. Come on, guys, that's just mean. There's only one place on the map that he can do anything. And you got to block it with your bodies and your wards, you rat bastards. Tier 1 tower down bottom. Looks like this baby will go down. Arcanys with the right idea to try and split push, but this tier 1 mid is still rather healthy, and Fnatic will be able to finish off that tier 1 in the bottom lane before this push even gets any momentum.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Venge on the high ground. Stun onto Mackenzau. Oh, the Remnant follow-up. They're just going to destroy the Silencer. He's just been picked apart this entire game. Darkseer really seemed to be like the right pick for what Fnatic wanted to do with this game. Uh-oh. Stun onto Ohio. He might be able to just walk away here. Tiger Lily, no flame break. Has a lasso, but no way to close the gap. They're going to trade down bottom while we're watching this engagement. BNG actually going to get caught by DJ. The Magnetize doing big damage. And it's a kill. Darkseer gets credit for that one. Now, we did see an Enigma for Slark exchange. Down in the bottom lane there. Looks like Enigma did use the black hole for it. Tiger Lily coming in on 3-4-3. Has the lasso still, but he's on the run. Remnant from downtown. It's FIFA Friday as Tiger Lily falls now. DJ is all over the place. He's 5-0-6. 11 of their 14 kills have had that Earth Spirit nearby.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Wow. This is an impressive performance here from Fnatic. 12 minutes in, we're at about that 12K net worth advantage, and you can feel it.
Dire's top tower
I mean, this is just this is like one of those nightmare pub games where you're thinking to yourself, all right, guys, come on. If they dive, we're going to get a huge amount of recovery gold, but I'm not sure Fnatic are going to give it to him. They've got a mech now on Pugna. A Hooded Defiance on the Darkseer. He's just going to rush a pipe. I really like this build, especially when you have somebody else that can rush the mech. 2 great team fight-based items that give you a lot of value. Slark doing something a little bit different here. We see that Shadow Blade so much more commonly these days. But here Slark goes for the Blink Dagger right after the Midas. And again, he can get away with it here. He'll just move into some drums. Slark could basically go for any build that he wanted at this point. If he just said, you know what, guys, I'm going to go Skull Basher, they'd probably giggle at him, but I'm sure it would work.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
3-4-3. Might
Dire's
scout this
top
out.
tower is under attack.
Got some rotations coming nearby. Oh, he walks right by a Remnant. I think they're going to go for this Sven. Venge and Darkseer are a pretty scary duo at this stage. Swap. Might be able to find it. There it is. Silencer stunned up by the Remnant as well. Swapped into a stun. Oh my god. Into a wall, into a vacuum. There is no getting away from that one. Doesn't really matter if they have a mech. I don't know what else to say about this game, man. Fnatic are just running over them. These aren't even team fights. There's not even anything to instant replay. It's literally just Fnatic running around the enemy's jungle at 14 minutes into the game, just being like, yeah, y'all want to fight? The other team going, nah, not really. And Fnatic saying, well, too bad, bitch, we fighting anyway. The big dog's in town. Tier 2 tower up top, going down. The last outer tower remaining for Arcanys.
Dire's
This time Fnatic are tightening that noose nice and quick here. We're not even into the mid-game yet. Veil of Discord coming out for the Earth Spirit as if he wasn't doing enough damage already.
is under attack.
And this net worth graph is just scary. It's nothing but up and up. Let's look at the F5. Is there any sign of life for this Dire team? They've got a mech on the Enigma, Helm of the Dominator on Sven, and an Netherlands on the Zeus. I mean, that's about it. You compare that to the core items on Fnatic, and it's just a world of difference. A full pipe now. Blink Midas. More than half a Veil. Batrider is getting closer to his Blink Dagger, and that could definitely be a game changer. This is the ideal time to try and gank him. You know he's holding on to a lot of unreliable gold. If they can kill him now, this Blink Dagger could possibly never come out. Oh, Tiger Lily. Oh, Tiger Lily, you poor baby. They're going to bump right into Play Hard. Play hard, work hard. And that should be an easy kill for the Slark. It sure is. Meanwhile, Tiger Lily on the run. Ohio trying to chase him down. And they're going to find him. This poor Batrider. He doesn't really have that high of a death cost, but every little bit hurts at this point. I mean, I'm not sure if a Blink Dagger on Bat is even enough to turn this game around. This is a pretty insurmountable lead. Like, this is one of those games where you look at this graph and you're just like, well, goddamn. I think I know which team won this one. Global Silence comes out. No, that's not a global. I'm sorry. I was looking at that chart. My brain confused the sounds. Wrong auditory cue. But now Fnatic can just slow siege this. That's the great part. You group up, you knock down all the outer towers, and you just stand at the low ground. You say, all right, Pugna, hit him with a little bit of the dirty, just nether blast it. And there's not a hell of a lot they can do. They're just trying to slowly bait out stuff from Arcanys and wait for one of them to use their ultimate too early, and then they're just going to go out. BNG goes in. Well, it gets initiated on at least. Global Silence comes out. There's the black hole. It catches only net. Swap from the Venge. They can't coordinate it. Lasso from Tiger Lily does a little bit, but it's a disastrous team fight for Arcanys. Slark is just running them down. Enigma will buy back. The Batrider barely survives, and they do get a counter kill on net. They dive a little bit too deep. A lot of low health heroes on the side of Fnatic, and they actually end up getting a kill onto the Pugna as well. Silencer getting a double. He ends... Oh my god. He got 2,300 gold for that. Was not much of a net worth gain for the team overall, but for the Silencer, he just right-clicks a Veil of Discord off that. Well, okay. But you can just see it from Arcanys in that team fight. Even though they're far behind and they are underfarmed relative to Fnatic, the coordination just still wasn't really quite there. They popped the global a little bit too early. Then they used the black hole. It seemed like everybody was trying to hurry their stuff along, and they couldn't quite get the combo. The swap, like if they had staggered the global on top of the black hole a little bit better, the swap wouldn't have come out. The black hole would have shadowed a little bit longer, and that fight would have definitely been a lot easier, but easier said than done at this point. Bat Rider will have a Blink Dagger in this game. I think we can almost guarantee that at this point for Tiger Lily. I also think Fnatic just don't need to dive quite in the way that they did. They really can just stand at the low ground and slow siege this till the tier 3 tower dies. That's one of the most annoying things about Pugna, because you can't really glyph against it. Like, sure, you can glyph one in the Nether Blast, but that's not much at all. And you got this Nether Ward down, which is real annoying. You put it in a spot like this where you kind of tease them to auto-attack it, or then you can always decrep it, then you can always jump on them when they're focusing on the Nether Ward. Really annoying to deal with. Mid one, still just dropping down the Nether Blast. Now the little ward's going to start taking some damage from the Eidolon. The little half skis. Cute little auto attacks there, you little buggers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at these little guys. I like their textures. They got fat little bellies, too. They look like angry little purple people eaters that ate too many cheeseburgers. Fnatic ready to go in here. It's Net that hops right in on BNG. There's your global. Zeus still holding on to his ult. Boombox doesn't have his back up yet. Down for another 50, and they'll get the kill on Sven. And this time, Fnatic can survive through it. Without the black hole, Arcanys don't quite have the damage. Net almost dies. But all 5 of Fnatic do live, and now they're going to be rewarded with this tier 3 tower in the mid lane. Slow and steady, as they say. And down she goes. So Sven coming back up in about 10 seconds. He does have a buyback here. But now the real bottleneck for this Dire squad, none of their ultimates are available. Black Hole coming up in 18. But Fnatic are ready to go. They've got a swap. Shadow Dance coming up in just a moment here. They're just going to keep poking at the barracks. All Fnatic has to do. And there is not much Arcanys can do about it. Not even a lasso on the Bat Rider. Here we go. Next initiation. Mackenzie, the one that gets caught out forward. Vacuum in. Net goes hopping forward, and Silencer actually dies to the Nether Ward. Tiger Lily going in to try to make it happen. Boombox gets interrupted right away with a nice swap from the Venge. The black hole will be countered, and this could be the end for Arcanys. They lose the Zeus and Enigma simultaneously. DJ rolls away, just barely lives. Nice decret from the Pugna. And at this point, Fnatic just gathering style points. All 5 still alive. They kill 4 of Arcanys. No buybacks. At least a mid lane of barracks, if not more here. And they're going to play with their food before they eat it. Another 3K net worth going the way of our Radiant squad. About 25K net worth lead. The fat lady is singing, and she is hitting the high notes, ladies and gentlemen. Now remember, this is not elimination. This is upper bracket. If Fnatic are able to find the win here, which seems likely, they will be secured a slot in the winner bracket finals. One BO3 victory away from the best of 5 grand finals. Net hops in. Oh, man. Just shuts down the Silencer. Able to Shadow Dance away. Regen through all of it. 2 lanes of barracks down. Fnatic are feeling pretty good about this one. So that means Arcanys will drop to the lower bracket where they will live to fight another day. I think their opponent is still yet to be figured out as they are pretty deep in that lower bracket. But a formidable series, showing that they could at least take a game off Fnatic. And showing with the right draft that they certainly have the coordination to at least tango with teams like this. Tier 3 tower up top goes down. Maybe one good fight left in the Dire. But no black hole, so it's got to be a good one. Zeus pops the ulti, gives Tiger Lily some vision, but the lasso doesn't do a hell of a lot. Global comes out, but where's the damage? Fnatic are still pretty much topped off. And Arcanys not looking quite as healthy. Fnatic smoke up on the retreat. And they will just make it out. Well, okay. Arcanys hang on a little bit longer. I guess I called it a bit early.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
30K net worth lead at 22 minutes.
Illusion.
I guess you can't say there isn't a chance. Although I'm struggling to list scenarios aside from Cataclysmic Meltdown where Arcanys are able to win this game. But that's okay. They're going to hang in there. Let Fnatic pick up a few more items. I'm going to kick back and get in a lounging position here, as we could just be minutes from a GG. Etherland's now out on DJ. And Ohio's gone for a full Lotus Orb. All right, little Ishkafel. Like the idea here. So Black Hole up at about 10. No global for 50. Zeus ult now coming back up. They're probably not going to have global for this fight unless Fnatic really take their time here. Yeah, 30 seconds. It might come up just in the nick of it. But Fnatic now have a lot of angles to initiate from, and Net's just going to go charging in. Remember, they've got to deal with creeps from the other lanes as well. They do not have lane control. Here we go. Net goes right in on play hard. Zeus is down for the count before the fight starts. No buyback there, and he can't even ult. Now Tiger Lily gets jumped on. He burns the lasso. It just gets destroyed. Beautiful back wall to end the game. Black Hole going to be just a dance party for himself from the grave. 4-0 on this final fight. And after kind of a drawn-out Game 3, actually, Fnatic take a victory in very impressive form. It does go 3 games, but 32-5 in 24 minutes. Fnatic take it. Particularly impressive performance from DJ. Not just because he didn't die, 9-0 and 14. He did have a couple of close calls, but he was so active in that early game. We saw that Earth Spirit all over the place, involved in so many kills. Really impressive display from him. That's exactly how you want to play the hero. Very mobile, put a lot of pressure on, move around, set up kills, and him and the Venge were just this mobile ganking squad that Arcanys were just never able to deal with. That Zeus, 2-8-2 in 28 minutes. It was a tough game for him. I didn't even feel like he played bad. There were just so many mobile heroes that completely destroyed him. And mid one, he knew exactly what he was doing. First 2 minutes, destroyed the Zeus, and that was all they needed to take the momentum. Very impressive. Well, that's it for this series, folks. I'm Zayori from moonducktv. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the cast, you can follow me on Twitter at ZayoriTV, as well as follow the studio at moonducktv as well. Now, we do have 2 best of ones coming up today, and I believe the next one's scheduled to start pretty soon, though Mott will be taking over the broadcast. So we're going to cut to some splashes here and then get him geared up to take over. So thanks a lot for joining us, folks. Stick around because more Dota 2 coming your way.